Hello everyone, my name is Qiu Youcheng. Today, my topic is security edge verification with zero knowledge proof. 我相信大家都应该有这个经验，就是当你进到有些网站的时候，例如这是游戏网站，他就会问你的生日是什么，这时候我们会怎么做？当然是随便选一个年份直接填进去啊，当然不可以这样子。But why? Recently, UK passed the Online Safety Act, which makes edge verification a necessity rather than voluntary action. The Australia take a step even further by banning the social media usage under 16 years old. YouTube does the similar thing. So, I did an overview of currently available edge verification methods, and today I want to focus on biometric edge estimation. Well, what is biometric edge estimation, you might ask? Well, the main idea is that it asks the user to take a picture, take a selfie of themselves, and then, or record a short video, and then upload it to the website. And then they will use the AI to determine whether the user is 18 or not. But the problem is, how does AI know if you are 17 years old or 18 years old? So when that happens, the website will ask you to take a photo of your government documents containing your date of birth. And that is a huge privacy nightmare. Just recently, the Discord's age verification data was leaked, and it is said that some users' documents are leaked to hackers, and this is disastrous. But do we have any potential ways to solve it? Well, we can use a cryptography method called zero knowledge proof, or ZKP in short. The core idea of ZKP is that you can prove you know something without telling me what you actually know about. So I built a proof of concept for Taiwan to use this ZKP technology to implement the age verification. So the issuer, the government, can issue a verifiable credential containing only the user's date of birth. And then the credential can be saved on the user's private mobile phones, locally and privately. Then, when the website, the verifier, wants to make sure the user is over age or not, they can simply ask the users to use that app to verify it. So, this is when it succeeded the user is over age. And this is when it failed to generate the proof where the user is underage. Taiwan actually tries to do a similar thing before. It's called New EID, or 数位身份证. But it failed. We spent millions of dollars on it. The problem is that the government kind of want to try to roll out the policies too fast without complementary laws and measurements. The problem is that in the future, if we want to push a similar policy in the future, then it's gonna be hard because the government already lost trust to Taiwanese people. I actually discovered that the upcoming EU digital wallet has mentioned the zero knowledge proof. And then they said that they won't include ZKP in the first version. The reasons are because the standards are not complete, the performance is not fast enough, and etc. But they are willing to implement in the future versions if it becomes a feasible options. So, in conclusion, I think there's no such a thing as a perfect plan to solve all the issues at once. But I think we as Taiwanese people, we should start to think about it, to think about the future we left for our next generations. Thank you.
那我想你做完这个研究，以你自己觉得，如果他要 cross the perfect brand，就有哪些就往这方向朝向，需要哪些资料的建立，还有配套可以往这边走呢？
哦，谢谢教授提问，我很喜欢这个问题。就是对我自己认为呢，就是我自己本身是不喜欢限制，就是我不喜欢，因为我觉得网络应该是一个公开，然后可以匿名性，然后就是不会受到各种限制，比起现实生活中来讲。但是我认为，如果我都不限制的话，例如假如说你在就是电商网站上面，比如说你可以就都不限制，你可以卖什么违禁的毒品什么的，这样也不太行嘛。所以我觉得还是要有限制。那我个人认为，我觉得应该是12岁差不多，就是国中生，就是国小生，我觉得应该是可以用类似这些方法去禁止。那我觉得澳洲的16岁有点就是太过，对我觉得12岁应该是一个比较好的年纪。
就觉得走到后来，我们每一个人都要建立资料，比如说理财啊，或者是什么，对不对？因为譬如说我今天要去升级什么，可以找我朋友年纪比我大的，搞不好影像辨识，他是年纪比较大，可是我的影像，假设我有建资料跟他是不一样的，所以我觉得这个很大的题目啊，你那你在做完这个，你觉得这个未来可行吗？不管你什么时候 data 做的资料都齐全，你觉得未来可行？
未来可行性的部分，就我觉得。因为现在就是欧盟已经在推类似的东西，那台湾我觉得都没有任何进展。那我觉得呢，就是我觉得我会先观望，就是我觉得就我们可以开始讨论，然后先观望欧美他们的情况。那可行性的话，我觉得就是可能还会有其他的问题。那觉得是会有其他问题。
教授与报告同学，